This is Meteo Mundo.
Hi everyone, Rusty back with you here for your latest Meteo Mundo video. Hello to all of our new subscribers. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for liking the video as well. We want to welcome everyone indeed. I'm breaking all the rules today. I'm wearing white after Labor Day. Our friends in the United States tuning in will get that reference, but we got you covered weather-wise here across the Caribbean and the Bahamas. In this video, we'll take a look at the chance and a high chance for tropical development in the Atlantic for the week ahead. Also stick around. We'll look at the 5-day forecast across some of the major cities in the Bahamas and the Caribbean. Again, thanks for subscribing and liking these videos. Let's get into it right now. This is the broad perspective satellite imagery. What's left of what was Philippe is still kind of raking the New England coastline of the United States and portions of the eastern side of Canada as well. A lot of windy conditions there, but I want to focus on what's happening right now in the eastern Atlantic with a wave just coming off of the West African coast. Again, there is a high chance that this wave is going to develop into a tropical system mid to late in this week ahead. The Hurricane Center already has this highlighted in red, showing an 80% chance of more than likely at least a tropical depression. If we get a tropical storm, we'll go to the S name storm on the roster of the Atlantic hurricane season names. That is Sean. So Sean could be developing here in the southern Atlantic over the next 3 to 5 days. But looking at this potential track from Sean, it's all good news because it stays well away from the Cabo Verde Islands and well away from the Leeward and Windward Islands. This kind of slip right into the kind of open waters of the southern Atlantic would be certainly ideal. I can show you the GFS model. We'll take a look at the loop of it over the next 7 days. Couple things to note. That track again is also picked up on by the GFS, keeping it very much in open waters. It does wrap up what looks to be a tropical storm by midweek, but I want you to notice as we get towards late in the week, we're going to have a trough moving into the central Atlantic, and there's going to be some shear associated with that, and this might knock this system down like that again. This one may not be very long-lived, so we could get a tropical depression, more than likely, or even a tropical storm, but as far as holding on to a strengthening storm deep into the week and into next weekend, certainly may not happen. I mean, the GFS is picking up on it, and you can clearly see this here in this model. I mean, watch it here. It's pretty strong, looking okay, nothing spectacular, but as we get to right about here and it begins to interact with that trough, it really does fill out quickly. And I can really show you that right now on the wind gust product of this model here real quickly. We'll be able to see those winds ramp up to potential tropical strength, tropical storm strength, but then quickly die back down. I mean, look at the interaction with that trough. It's kind of the leading edge of that light blue area there, kind of showing you some wind moving into the central Atlantic. But here you go. You can see it wrapping up, looking pretty good at this point in time, but as soon as it hits those blues, it quickly dies back down. So shear, I think, is going to be knocking down whatever this ends up becoming fairly quickly. Now, if I pause this and we kind of take it step by step, we're looking for the areas in red to show us tropical storm winds. Those would be winds over 40 knots. Now, these are gusts, but we even see some higher than that. So certainly the potential out of the GFS model to at least briefly get a named storm, get a tropical storm out of it. But again, as far as holding intensity, GFS model says once it gets a little bit farther north in latitude, it's going to be hitting some of those shear, and it's just going to knock it down pretty quickly. So that is good news across the area. Let's take a look at the rain across the Caribbean and the Bahamas here. I'm going to switch this to a little bit shorter loop, and then we'll get into it. We'll start off with our friends in the Bahamas. Up in the northwest Bahamas, we actually have a weak cold front that's been slipping through the southeast. It's now reached the northern side of the Bahamas. Relatively cloudy skies. Can't rule out some light showers underneath some of that overcast condition for places like Grand Bahama and Freeport and Lucaya towards Walker's Key. But again, not a lot of rain, maybe some spotty light showers, trying to get the skies to clear out a little bit. Really anywhere from Nassau south of the Bahamas, not a big chance for rain. Again, a spotty shower is possible, but mainly dry, many dry hours and locations. For our friends in the Dominican Republic and Haiti, we had a pretty wet Saturday across the island, a little bit more spotty in nature for the rest of our Sunday, and I don't expect a lot of rain into Monday and Tuesday, just about a 30% chance for showers there. It's been even drier in places like Ponce and San Juan, Puerto Rico. Same thing for the U.S. and British Virgin Islands, and outside of a rogue stray shower, I've got many days consecutively across Puerto Rico that are actually going to remain dry. It's about the same scenario for the Leeward and the Windward Islands. Again, a spotty shower for places like Guadalupe and St. Lucia, Grenada, Trinidad and Tobago, but not a lot of rain. For Aruba and Curacao and Bonaire, we might get a couple of showers moving north off the mainland of South America. And you can see that on our future track model. That would mainly be for your Tuesday, but at least the opportunity for a few more showers early in the week. And still the best chance for rain across our entire area is going to be the Jamaica area and the Cayman Islands. So Kingston and Negril and Montego Bay, we were a little bit drier on Saturday, but it's all relative. It's been very wet across Jamaica here for the last couple of weeks, and storm chances in the afternoon improve once again with some heavier downpours. And it's the same case for the Cayman Islands. It's been very hot in those areas as well. So 5-day forecast, we'll start off with Grand Bahama. Again, kind of a mix of sun and clouds, but a fairly overcast time as well from, some of the afternoon hours. Just a 20% chance for a light shower, high of 86. Once we get that weak front to kind of dissipate in the northern side of the Bahamas, look at these temperatures the next couple days. Just 83 for Monday, 84 on Tuesday, shower, and then a few storm chances begin to ramp back up Tuesday afternoon, and then scattered storms on Wednesday and Thursday with highs returning to the upper 80s. For San Juan, Puerto Rico, again, a lot of dry hours and locations right on through midweek outside of a stray shower. That's it. Still a heat advisory because morning lows are still only running in the lower 80s. You just don't get a lot of a break. So I think we're dry mainly through Wednesday with showers returning on Thursday and highs in the upper 80s. There's that steamy forecast for our friends in Kingston. 40% chance for showers and storms this afternoon, up to a 50% chance on Monday. Then storms are relatively likely in the afternoon hours Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at a 60% chance. Daytime highs in the lower 90s, but each afternoon, the feels like temperature is trying to make a run up to 105 in the Kingston area. Make sure you find the shade and hydrate when you can. Friends, thanks for tuning in for the latest Meteo Mundo video across the Caribbean and the Bahamas. Thank you for liking the video. And if you want the latest forecast in your area, all in the tropics as well, all you have to do is subscribe right here to Meteo Mundo.